Italians know how to eat.
Mamma mia.
We spent 10 weeks going all over Italy, visiting the birthplaces of 10 of the most iconic Italian foods. My whole life has been preparing me for this. So come and join us on this delicious journey through Italia. Our first stop is the vibrant city of Napoli, where we're going to try pizza exactly at the place where it was invented.
Pizza. That's it.
So Napoli is one of Italy's biggest cities, and it is actually pretty overwhelming to pick a place to eat pizza because there are so many, but we feel like the right thing to do was to come to the place where it was invented, and you can even see the oven in the back there. Maybe that's where it all got started. My love for pizza is real, and I'm so excited because this restaurant, even though it's super famous, it just feels homey and just a place that you like stumble upon. I'm just gonna go in before it gets cold. Officially ruined pizza for me forever. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the best pizza I've had in my life. This is amazing. This is my favorite pizza. Everyone who knows me always calls me boring because I always order Margherita pizza everywhere I go. I never order another flavor. So this is my favorite pizza. And this is my favorite pizza. You're not going in with your hands?
No. I'm very classy. I'm like an Italian. This is the most excited I've been in a very long time. Mamma mia. So the pizza margherita seems kind of simple, but we've heard that that's the true test of a good pizzeria because all like the true ingredients of pizza really have to come out, like the basil, the mozzarella cheese, tomato sauce, a little bit of olive oil.
The dough.
And this one hits the spot.
Oh, and
That is awesome.
what's actually crazy is that it's only 80 euros and 50 cents.
Bravo!
Bravo, bellissimo, grazie. That was emotional. I'm so happy. What a perfect start to this video. Get excited.
There is nowhere quite like Rome. This city has been the center of Italian influence for centuries, so no wonder that some of this country's most iconic foods can be traced right back here to Rome. And right now we're on the hunt for our first pasta dish on this list. We're looking for Basta Gavon. So unlike pizza, there isn't necessarily a restaurant that invented pasta carbonara, but it is definitely Roman. What we actually read is that it became very popular like after World War II when Americans were stationed here and they brought a lot of cheese and bacon and also egg products that the Romans could buy, and they invented something for the American soldiers that they claimed was like a breakfast pasta. That's what we read. So it turns out the origins are kind of like tied in with like American history, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm very excited to try this dish. Not because I'm American, but because I'm very hungry. So very pumped. This place is really cool too, like in a very Roman trattoria. Only Italian language around us, which is hard to do in Rome. Should be good.
Are you ready to try your first bite?
Time to dig in.
Real
I
carbonara.
got a little piece of pancetta there.
He said it's guanciale, guanciale. Means pork cheek.
Time to eat. This is awesome.
I bet.
Molto bene. He wants to wave. Not even joking, this is one of the greatest things I've ever had in my life. Like the pancetta is so just like flavorful and smoky. Just like the creamy egg pasta, I suppose. It's perfect. It's such like a simple dish in a way, but it's not too creamy here in Rome, which I think is a little bit different in the US. I don't eat it too often back home, but
It's because
you're gonna love
they
this.
use eggs
Instead of what? Instead of cream?
instead of cream. Yeah.
Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Time for you to try this out. You're gonna fall in love. That's a mouthful.
The pasta is so long that I can't roll it into a small bite. But I'm still gonna go in.
You found a way. World's greatest thing?
Oh my gosh. I'm so happy we ended up at that restaurant. And obviously there are so many other places where you can try carbonara here in Rome. And we're going to link all those places in a PDF that's linked in the description. And get excited because all the places that we're visiting for this video are as amazing as the foods we're trying and what's coming next. It's another iconic Italian city and a dish that we're going to need elastic waist.
Hope you're still hungry. Let's just say that.
Elastic waist pants. Check it out, guys. We are in the gorgeous city of Florence and it's as beautiful as we remember it, but we're not here to explore the sights. We're here because Florence is home to number 3 and 4 of this list of iconic foods to try in Italy.
Ok, andiamo.
This next dish is going to be our only man versus food situation while we're here in Italy, and we've only been eating salads just to get ready for what's about to go down. I think we're in for a real feast today.
That's beautiful.
That's the Florentine stick. That's 1.446. First step, take the meat and put on the grill on the bottom.
Vertical.
Yes.
Grande.
Okay. Good job. And now, wow, great.
Voila.
We're ready, guys.
Served. Grazie mille. Nice meeting you.
So nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Grazie.
Grazie.
We need to eat before it gets cold. Chef's orders. Look at this beauty. Let's see how I did. Okay, this is phenomenal. I was a little bit worried that with the rare meat it would be a little bit chewy, but it's super tender and it's just like one of those things where the ingredients are so simple that it makes the dish just so beautiful. I don't know, like the meat is so flavorful, the right amount of salt and just very high quality olive oil. It just melts in your mouth.
The herbs. I'm not really a meat person, and honestly, I was really worried I was not gonna like this. But this is the best steak I've had in my life. I'm being so serious about this right now. The chef was just amazing. So for Americans, this would be known as a T-bone, but as every Italian dish, there are rules that you have to follow. You can't call just any steak a Florentine steak. So here are the rules. The meat should be from Tuscan origin, and it should be from Chianina or Maremma cattle. Ours is Maremma. The cut should be at least 3 fingers width, but whose 3 fingers? We measured is more like 4 of my fingers, 3 of Gordon's fingers. It should be aged for at least 2 weeks. Our chef told us that ours was aged for 45 days. No seasonings before cooking, that was confirmed in the kitchen as well. Just the basic seasonings after, so just salt, some herbs, and extra virgin olive oil, also from Tuscany. And rare is the more acceptable way to have it.
Where is the traditional form? Yes. Yes.
That is the way to have it. You can order it more cooked than medium. And it's amazing, just order it rare, because it's really good. And this place is where you come to have it.
Just following instructions. Well, I'm gonna finish the whole thing. Feel like a gladiator. That was honestly so freaking good.
So good.
And now it's time for dessert.
Obviously, gelato can be found all over the country, and based on our research, it's not difficult to find great gelato here in Italy. But for this food tour video, we're trying to get as close as possible to the original source, and that brought us to Badiani.
Ciao. The one in Italian. Buon talenti.
Grazie.
So the reason we ended up at this gelateria is because they won the award for making the gelato most similar to the original gelato invented in the 16th century by a gentleman named Buon Talenti. This ice cream is called Buon Talenti, which means great talent. A talented man. I think it's just cream, milk, eggs, and sugar. Let's try this baby out.
But you have tried it, don't be fake.
Oh, it's great. It's like it's not really like vanilla flavored, obviously, because there's no vanilla, but it's just very milky and creamy and delicious. This is awesome. This place is packed right now. It's like Sunday afternoon.
And the ice cream is almost sold out of
Yeah.
flavor.
Oh, Buon Talenti. He's a talented man.
So good. I wish you could try it. I have a message for all the ladies out there. I just wanted to let you know that I've included my full Italy packing list in the description. It has all the items that I packed in my little carry-on, outfit ideas, styling tips, and I'm even including the link to the elastic waistbands that survived 11 weeks in Italy while I was eating like I'm eating in this video. All you have to do is go to the description, add your name, your email, and I'll send you the packing list right away. Okay, back to the video. Now it's time to go slightly north to learn about two of Italy's most beloved delicacies. Guys, welcome to Parma. This stop is exciting because we have a 2-for-1 happening. We are going to be immersing ourselves into the worlds of the often imitated but impossible to duplicate Parmigiano, Reggiano, and Prosciutto di Parma. Now this feels super official. Ready. Fun. This is crazy. It smells so good. It's undescribable. It's so good. My mind is blown away right now. So similar to Florentine steak, there are a ton of guidelines for ham to be called Prosciutto di Parma and to have that crown stamp on the ham. So for example, the pigs have to be born and raised in certain regions of Italy, northern and central Italy. So if like the pig is born in France and it's a right pig, but it was born and raised there, no prosciutto di Parma. But there are more strict guidelines than that, and these are actually governed by a consortium. Yes, a consortium, and that's actually a reality for a few of the things that we're sharing in this video. For example, by law, Prosciutto di Parma has to be cured for at least 14 months, starting from the date of the first salting, and some may be cured for as long as 3 years.
Oh my god.
Number 2, it has to be produced in the province of Parma and cured at an altitude of no more than 900 meters. And 3, the only ingredients that they use to cure this ham is Mediterranean salt. And they have someone that comes and tests all the hams after 14, 16, 18 months to make it official that is Parma ham. That is crazy.
Prosciutto di Parma.
Prosciutto di Parma. But now we eat, we try it, we test it.
It's the moment I've been waiting for. I've had prosciutto di Parma before, but I don't know if I've ever had the 24-month aged one. And after seeing everything happen, I just have a new appreciation for the process.
I'm drooling.
Look at this. It's like paper thin.
It's so quiet here.
I knew I would love it, but it exceeded my expectations. It's really good. It's like a little bit salty, not too salty. Sweet from the aged meat. and then like the buttery fatness.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
This will go really well with Parmigiano.
And just like that, we are in a Parmigiano Reggiano factory. It's cool, we got here a little bit early and the two guys led us into the back of the factory to get an early taste of what's to come. We saw them put the fresh Parmesan into the molds. It smells pretty good in here. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was gonna be like sour milk. I'm getting a little hungry. It's 8:30. I'm ready for some Parmesan. Check it out. How cool. We made it to the aging room. It smells so good in here. It's like I went to heaven. This is awesome.
Look at this.
It's beautiful. They just left us alone in the aging room. Apparently some of these wheels are like €1,000. So now's our chance.
Try hiding it.
I think it's, what'd she say, 50 kilos?
Yeah, 50 kilos. Unfortunately.
One each.
Okay, this is the one we're buying.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
When it comes to cheese, I'm always like a sharper aged is better.
Stinkier.
Yeah. It
This
stays true
is-
with this. This is so good.
It is so intense and sharp,
Yeah.
and like you can feel the little crystals too, because the other ones were obviously younger, so a little bit milder and softer. But this one you can like almost like it's a crunch, like in some of the
It's just
cookies,
awesome.
right? Yep.
The first one's like more milky. This one is like sharp and spicy. They also recommended to dip it in the balsamic from Modena.
This balsamic.
Do that.
Can you tell we're happy?
It's like 9:30 a.m. and we are indulging. It's the Italian dream.
Oh my god.
The Italians just know how to do this stuff.
They're so passionate. They're so
It's the passion,
Yeah.
the rules,
They're
like
obsessed.
the commitment to tradition. You can taste it in every bite.
Next up, we're moving on from these Parma delicacies to something that most Americans have seen under dinner tables. But it turns out that the real version might be a little bit different from what you're used to. This fun little restaurant in the beautiful historic center of Bologna, and a lot of people refer to the city as the culinary capital of Italy. And we think it is because we have been here for 3 days already, and we've had so many amazing foods. And the reason why we're here, guys, is to try the one and only, the original lasagna alla bolognese. This already looks so much different than any lasagna I've seen before. First of all, it's green. That's already something new. It's not cheesy or saucy, and that is a good thing because the original lasagna recipe consists of layering fresh egg pasta, of course handmade, with bechamel sauce, ragu, which is a meat sauce, but not as saucy as we're used to seeing it, and just a sprinkle of Parmigiano Reggiano on top. That's it. I can't wait to try this. This is a game changer. Definitely not like any lasagna I've had before. It is so good. It's definitely less rich and heavy, but at the same time super satisfying, and you can really taste all the ingredients separately. You can really taste the pasta, the ragu, and the bechamel is what stands out the most for me. This is so good. We have something called pastillo in Venezuela that my mom makes really deliciously. Well, Mom, I'm sorry, but this is so much better. This is so good also. This is not the first time we're having this, we have to confess. But this is where you try it if you come to Bologna. It's so good.
It's official. I've been converted to a lasagna person.
It's time to replace this gray fall weather with some Mediterranean sunshine. We're heading all the way south for a sweet treat. Next up is Sicily, guys. We are in the warm, sunny, and lively city of Palermo. Believe it or not, this is the only food on this list that we've never had before. And lucky us, we get to have it here in Sicily for the first time. You can buy a cannoli basically anywhere in Palermo, and just like pizza in Napoli, people here are obsessed with their cannolis, and we read that the way that they measure if a bakery is good can be solely based on how good their cannoli is. So we're about to judge this bakery, which is super cool. It's inside a monastery and the setting is so beautiful and I'm very excited. First time having a cannolo singular, cannoli plural. I have pistachios in it. I'll eat now. Oh my god. Okay. The crunch is amazing. The dough is delicious and the inside is very unexpected. It's almost like a mix of like a cream and gelato. It's very strange, but it is very good. The filling is traditionally made with ricotta cheese, and here in Sicily they use sheep's milk to make the ricotta. And you can also use mascarpone or a mix of both. It really depends on the bakery. But you guys, you would not believe how creamy this is, and it is so delicious. I was not expecting to like this much. I'm all about cannoli. So there are two versions about the origins of cannoli. One was invented by a nun, and the other one that it was invented by a concubine. So you kind of have to pick which one you believe in. What do you believe in?
I know that nuns are capable of incredible things. We learned that in Portugal, that they make very delicious pastries. However, a lot of the ingredients here were brought over by the Arabs, like sugar and pistachio. So I'm going with the Arab ruler's concubine invented the cannoli.
Oh, I say the nun. And pistachio or chocolate?
I'm always going to choose chocolate. That's just me.
The next dish on this list is linked to North Italy's peasant communities, but it has evolved to become one of Italy's most beloved dishes. It's time to go back north to the romantic city of Romeo and Juliet. Welcome to Verona, everybody. So we found the most adorable little trattoria just outside of Verona city center, and we're officially away from the tourist crowds, and I think we're gonna have a true local experience.
Parmigiano? Bene?
Molto bene,
Okay.
anche superiore.
Sì, sì, sì. So gnocchi are kind of like a potato-based dumpling, but I prefer to think of them as a potato-based pasta. Also, a lot of people do refer to it as pasta, but I don't know if that's okay. There are a lot of rules in Italian cooking, as you already know. So if you're Italian, let us know if you can refer to gnocchis as pasta. One thing I do know, it's very good.
So we actually took a cooking class where we learned how to make gnocchis, and now we have so much respect for them. And we also learned that one of the tricks, it's hard to see in this ones, but there are like ridges that you make on the gnocchis, and it is for the sauce to kind of like stick to it. So every bite is perfect. And it is an art to make them. And
So here's what we know about gnocchis. The origins of this iconic Italian dish are not very well defined, but Verona is currently the city with the strongest ties to these little pillows of love. But traditionally, it's been considered more of a peasant's food, and that's because it was kind of easy to make, and you can also make it with potato, which you could use then when the ingredients for traditional pasta were scarce, and potato was easier to grow in the north, so it became associated more with the northern regions. And right now, all the different regions have their own gnocchi style. So while the exact origins of gnocchi can be debated, one thing we know for sure is that Verona makes awesome gnocchi.
Okay guys, so next up we're going back for more pasta. And this time we're going somewhere that, unlike Verona, is probably not on most people's itineraries, but it is where one of Italy's most fresh, delicate, and amazing dishes came to life.
This energetic city in northern Italy is home to one of the world's most beloved pasta recipes. We're here for the real Pesto Genovese.
Look at this. It smells so good.
Right now we are at Modo 21, right next to Genova's historic port. This place is awesome. It's supposed to be one of the best places in the city to try pesto, and I think we picked the right place. It's 12 p.m. Monday afternoon, already packed. We got our half-liter of bubbly white wine. Time for pesto. Pesto Genovese.
So we got two different pesto dishes. I got the pesto with trofia. I've never heard of this pasta before, but I think this is the more traditional, and I cannot wait to try this. I'm a little bit scared because this is another food that's going to be ruined for me in the future. I knew it was going to be amazing, and I love pesto. It's actually one of my go-to recipes, but my pesto actually sucks next to this one. It's so good. One thing we didn't know is that they put potatoes on the plate, and I think it's to make it a little bit creamier because the potatoes are starchy. So, fun fact about the original Pesto Genovese. So in case you're curious, these are the 7 super official ingredients approved by the Pesto Genovese Consortium. Genovese basil, extra virgin olive oil, ideally from the Ligurian Riviera, Parmigiano Reggiano, pecorino sardo, pine nuts, garlic, and salt. And this sauce is not cooked, so you have to mix everything by hand in a marble mortar with a wooden pestle and just mix it by hand. And it's a very precise process because we read the recipe approved by the consortium, and it's really specific.
And honestly, this is so good. It's so much better, no offense, than any pesto I've had
Babe, come on.
in my life. Like a billion times better. Again, no offense. But guys, we're moving to number 10 on this list. We may have saved the best for last. You guys let us know.
World-class meal.
World class, 30 euro, with a half-liter of wine.
Italy, no?
Bene, bene.
Guys, we are in Treviso. This quaint little town just outside of Venice is the indisputable birthplace of the most famous of all Italian desserts. We're here to try the one and only tiramisu. This is an exciting stop because it's not just that tiramisu has its origins here in Treviso, but the actual restaurant that created and introduced tiramisu to the world is right here in the historic center. Grazie. Le Beccherie is a beautiful and expensive Michelin star restaurant, but thankfully they let you just order their famous tiramisu if you sit in the outdoor patio. That's exactly what we're doing. I think it's a little bit too big, but I'm still gonna go for it. One in Treviso. Oh my god. This is by far the best tiramisu I've had in my entire life, and I've had a lot, and I think I'm never having tiramisu like this ever again. You're gonna love this. You have to try it.
This is so good. Is it chocolate? I can feel it. It's worth it. I'm not usually a dessert person, but this is phenomenal. Le Beccheria lives up to the hype. good thing we got two.
So let me quickly explain to you what tiramisu is, because this dessert is a piece of art and you need it in your life. So when you first look at it, it seems like a cake, but tiramisu is actually not baked at all. The base is ladyfingers that are soaked in coffee or espresso. Then is beautifully layered with a whipped mixture of egg yolks, sugar, and mascarpone cheese, and the top is dusted with cacao. And honestly, all these flavors complement each other so perfectly. And I'm not just saying this, but this is really the best tiramisu I've had in my life. We're gonna keep eating. If you like food, Italian food, you are gonna love the video that we are going to link here. And thank you so much for watching. Please let us know your favorite Italian foods in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye.